Hi, my name is Stacy and I am the teacher.
Hi, my name's Kat and I'm the athlete.
Volleyball skills. Serve. Picture of bell volleyball, bell wristlet, tactile maps, tactile underhand serve diagram, artist's figurine.
In this video, we are going to be focusing on the underhand serve in volleyball and how to adapt it for your students who are visually impaired. The first thing I'm going to do is grab our tactile diagrams to properly show the form for the underhand serve. It's really important when learning a new sport that you orient the student to the court that you are playing on. And so I have a tactile diagram, Kat, that is outlined with puffy paint. Where the dash line is in the middle, that is where our net will be. And then we also have a larger rectangle, which is the out of bounds lines. Where we serve from is the end line. So there's two shorter ends of the rectangle on either side. That's the end line. And then those other lines in the middle that you're feeling right now is the 10-foot line. So once you've oriented to the volleyball court, you can move on to orienting to whatever skill you're going to teach for the day. And so we have a tactile diagram of a person doing the general motions of the underhand serve, and it's outlined in puffy paint. So there's a few different phases for this underhand serve, and today we're going to focus on the lower body, then the upper body, and then linking them together for one fluid motion of the underhand serve. And so Kat right now is going through the second progression, which is where the arm is back, and we are getting ready to swing forward and hit the ball off of our other hand. And now on the final phase of that, the person has made contact with the ball, and the ball is about to go sailing over the net.
Use an artist's figurine with the athlete to demonstrate the movement.
Another teaching method you could use is the artist figurine. You can explain the movement and then have your student feel the artist figurine for whatever motion that they need to be in. I'm going to put the artist figurine down, and I'm actually going to do tactile modeling with Kat so that she can know the different motions that we use when underhand serving.
Use tactile modeling to demonstrate the movement.
What we do for an underhand serve is you're going to step in opposition. And so that means since you're left-handed and you're going to be hitting the ball with your left hand, we're going to start with our right foot forward. So you can comfortably step forward. Perfect. Awesome. Just like that. And your knees are slightly bent. You're already doing that. Now, we're going to pretend right now we have a ball in our right hand. Now, the whole point of the underhand serve is that your hand is going to make contact with that ball just on your right hand. So comfortably, you can make a loose fist with your right hand. Good. We're going to swing our arm nice and back and high because we want to have a really nice forward motion. Come through and then pop the ball off our hand. Good. Now I'm going to step on the other side of you, and I just want you to feel my left arm a little bit. So I have my right foot forward, my left foot back, and I have my pretend ball in front of me. Can you put your hand right on my shoulder?
Yes.
Perfect. So I just want you to feel this motion. So I'm going to bring my arm back, and then can you slide your hand down to my wrist? Good. So when I come forward, sometimes people just like go through the motion and there's like no power behind it, right? Mm-hmm. Well, we want to have some power behind it. So when you do it, you want to push that arm down and then through. Did you feel that difference?
Yes.
Use a variety of equipment to make the skill accessible for the athlete.
This is a bell playground ball. You can use a bell volleyball. You can use a beep kick ball. You want to just make sure that you have a nice auditory source. And again, it's not too hard because you don't want to hurt any fingers. So I'm going to hand this to Kat. This is what we're going to be using. Another way to orient the student to make sure they know where the end line is in the game is to put a piece of string down and then tape over it. If you step forward on a follow through of the underhand throw, you can't cross over that line. So knowing where that line is and then taking 2 or 3 steps back is going to really enable you to have spatial awareness, but also make sure that you're not fouling. So I'm at the net. A great way when you are orienting one of your students to the court is to put a sound source on the net. So someone can stand at the net and use like a beeper. Or you can even hang some bells on the net and just have someone gently just tugging on the net to make sure that you have that sound source. Kat, do you want me to shake the bells or would you rather just hit it over my head?
I'll hit it over your head.
Perfect. All right, so Kat, when you're ready, you want to make that step with that opposite foot. Nice. Really Really great. How did that feel on your wrist?
It felt good.
Good.
Be patient. It may take several attempts for the athlete to progress in the skill.
So this time, make your hand a little bit tighter so that your wrist doesn't kind of flop back and forth. You almost want your wrist and your forearm to be like a solid bar. All right, and remember, nice, solid, strong arm. Good.
The skill should increase in difficulty as the athlete progresses.
So this concludes our instructional video on the underhand serve. Again, to make it successful for your student, remember that with great accessible teaching, adapted equipment, and other tactile diagrams and things that you use when pre-teaching, you can make volleyball underhand serve accessible for all.
For more, visit the Sports Adaptations page at www.nwaba.org. Thank you for watching. Slide of NWABA logo.